I'm curious why she would still be, like, seeing some stuff. Because, I mean, she's shown it to now 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The 3 there and the 3 here.
I don't know.
And it's also very curious, because they make it sound like it's the chain, so everyone who sees it now has to show it to 5 people. But there's only 1 piece of paper. How can everyone then take it and show it to people?
Did they have to? Do the people they show it to then have to show it to?
That's the way they made it sound when Ash was
5?
talking about it.
I don't remember half of what he said.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm just like toning him out or something, but I actually don't remember half of what he said. Of course, I didn't remember Becca being a teacher for some reason.
Yeah.
So who knows? The darkness closes around me.
Oh, wait, we should look at our journal before we continue real quick.
Grasping. We're in it already. We're too deep. Okay,
No.
let's step aside then. All right, fine. Journal.
21st.
Open house. And then we went to the film thing.
Oh, that wasn't even his movie. His movie is called Blue Fonse? Blue Fonse.
I think it's Janse.
Oh, it's a J?
I
Dark
don't know.
Times of the Black British.
Nope, you're right. That's an F. Because there's film. Film festival. Bleu Français.
Ah.
Bleu Français. Dark Times of the Black British.
You sound like
I don't know. I'm switching.
Well,
I switch my accent with every single sentence. Every word I say it in a different accent, yeah?
I was gonna say, because there's like that like stereotypical German accent that like Craig Ferguson will do.
Oh, you like it when I speak like this, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, Ashton, Fred, Rebecca Gales were also seen amongst the crowds for the premiere, yeah? I smoked this fake cigarette, yeah? Anyway, it's now the
Saturday.
22nd, we're told.
Yes.
Profiles.
Nothing there, but we have a new relationship thing. I think Rebecca's
Ashton's is apparently updated because
yeah.
because we did the thing. We went with his plan, and so that made it better.
Oh, we sure did. Right.
Everything's dark, grasping, pulling, engulfing me.
I can only do it so many times.
The ground caves in, and without warning, I'm falling. Falling. My eyes snap open.
What a mess.
Oh. Like even, I don't remember the last time my room was this bad.
Like she can't even put all the noodle cups in the trash?
She can't even put all the noodle cups in one place.
Yeah. There's
They're
some
on
on the floor.
It's like our kitchen sometimes. Hey, there's photos of everybody. All happy. And hey, there's photos of them and Becca. All happy, and I'm gonna guess that's the family. There's the dude with the sunglasses and the... Is that a mohawk or just a widow's peak? I can't tell.
Wait, why do you think that's the family? Just because he has sunglasses?
Well, just I see them there, and I don't there's a group of people, and I don't recognize them. And
Right. She always has to be wearing the same color, so we know who she is.
Yep, of course. This is a bat cat and a ram sheep on the bed. It's 5 o'clock.
She's waking up in the morning.
Look how bright it is out there.
Maybe it's the summer. They're closer to the north.
Yeah, okay, sure, whatever.
When you're closer to the north, the sun is around much more in the summer. Oh, but it's October.
I'm looking at this calendar, and it's the 22nd, so why are we only have... 11 days.
Do you know the last time I crossed off my calendar? I'm like 5 months behind.
Well, you know,
Just forget
the
about
last
it.
time I've even had a physical calendar,
Well,
I do
you're-
everything on Google Calendar.
You're not a girl.
Damn right. Whatever that means. My eyes snap open to this mess, this monstrosity. For an instant, it doesn't immediately register where I am. It's like a tornado went off. Both my back and shoulders ache after I've fallen asleep, all hunched up the night before. Drenched in sweat, the nest of pillows I often keep around me feels more suffocating than comforting. I let my eyes adjust to the bright morning light streaming through my window and allow my breathing to slow down before untangling myself from the pile. I haven't had a single dream since coming to Luxburn, or at least none that I can recall having.
That's strange.
It's a shame because they used to be so vivid. Not the crazy vivid, but the more pleasant kind I'll tell my siblings about. Maybe it's just the stress of living alone? The knowledge that I'll always wake up in an empty apartment with no one to tell stories to.
Get a roommate.
What time is it?
Habit forces me to look over at the clock, even with the soreness weighing heavily on my shoulders and the compulsion to never leave my bed for the day. ... In a heartbeat, I'm up.
Oh,
That's
man.
impressive.
Of all the times to oversleep.
Jeez.
Towel? Towel? Where's my towel?
If she's oversleeping at 5,
That's
I'm gonna go to
crazy.
what I was thinking before, and that this is 5 p.m. Admittedly, it's a weekend, as an unspoken rule that entitles me to extra hours of sleep. But if Rose didn't kill me yesterday, she sure as hell will now. And right after what happened. Oh lord, 1 box of donuts as peace offering won't be enough the second time around. Grabbing my towel, I'm already a few short steps from the bathroom when a muffled ringing breaks out from my bag. There's a moment of indecision at first, my mind conflicted whether I should just ignore it or answer it. But what if it's Rose?
Why
Or
wouldn't
worse,
you answer?
our boss. Ah, sheesh. In the end, the rational part of my brain wins out. The letter from yesterday peeks out when I pull the device out. Just the sight of it is enough to put me in a foul mood. It makes every force of will for me to ignore it in favor of answering the call. The caller ID reads Mama. Aw.
Why wouldn't she have a picture of her? She has everyone else.
Budget cuts.
Oh.
It's around 4:45 p.m. in the Philippines now. Quick, what is that in British times? This is AM. Okay.
Why would the 45... Like, that doesn't change around the world.
I don't know about 15 minutes, but I know that there are some time zones that are like off by half an hour or something really weird. Guitar music.
Answer it!
That's an unusual time for them to call.
She's in the attic.
Usually it's around noontime here and I'm the one calling, not the other way around. Better for them to use that money on something else than an international call. Regardless, in the most cheerful tone I can gather.
Hello?
Hello? Grace? How are you?
Grace.
Mama! I'm doing okay.
Oh,
She
she had a
has-
long
Over
name.
there.
Yeah, Grace Isabella, blah, 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 blah. Journal, yeah, profiles.
Maria Isabella Grace Cruz Santos. She's calling her by her third name. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
We're good. EJ won a storytelling contest at school the other week. Brought home a medal. I thought you should know.
There's a tired tilt in her voice as she speaks. It's been there since Papa had to leave his job. I wish there's something I could do for her. But from miles away like this, the least I'm able to do is not make her worry. If only my older brother would actually lend her a hand, but Lord knows if that'll ever happen. Odds are Kuya Jordan's already out drinking right now. Again. Can't count on my older sister either, knowing she has a family of her own, and, well... Ate Ann's... Ate?
8.
I don't think it's 8.
I don't think so.
Ada Ann's financial situation isn't exactly great right now, having ran herself knee-deep in debt.
Great.
Wow.
That's great. Tell him congratulations from me. And let him know I'm gonna send him a little something extra this Christmas. How about Nico? Karen? Michael? I hope they're okay?
They're doing well. They wanted to talk to you, but they're all busy with school.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't want to bother them. Just tell them to keep doing their best for me. I'll just call back when I know they're not busy. And Papa? How's Papa doing?
It's a subject I'm a bit hesitant to broach from the way Mama's voice hitches. She doesn't want to bring it up either.
Papa. Grace, he's having a little difficulty right now. Weak appetite, he's having trouble swallowing, and lost a few pounds. But the doctor said we should keep encouraging him. It just means his body's accepting his new treatment well.
Sounds like cancer.
The money you sent last time helped a lot to pay for it, by the way.
Oh, I see. That's good.
I won't deny that life has gotten tougher for our family. It used to be easy back when Papa was in good shape. But ever since he was diagnosed with the sickness 5 years ago, he's been unable to provide for us. Now the burden of feeding 8 mouths and settling Papa's bills all rest on my shoulders. Although Mama makes a little, accepting sewing and laundry jobs in our neighborhood, it's scarcely enough to cover the costs of day-to-day living, let alone the bloating hospital bills. We can't even accept help from our own government because the health insurance there barely covers anything.
I'm sure he'll get better soon. Is he well enough to talk? Do you think I'll be able to speak to him, Ma?
I start to think that the call got cut until...
Listen, Grace.
He's already dead.
Okay. Keep it positive. Okay.
Maybe it's better if we transfer Papa to a different hospital. Somewhere cheaper?
Like a hospice?
What? Why? Did something happen? Is it the deposit issue again? Give me the hospital's number. I'll talk to them.
No, it's nothing bad. The service here is good. Too good. Even the doctors. But I'm worried you're working yourself to the ground because of it.
Mama, we've been through this before. I want the best for Papa. And don't worry about the bills or the medicine, or me for that matter. I can handle myself. Everything's going well here. In fact, we're about to close a large sale.
Hopefully. If not, then I'll find another way. She doesn't need to know that. Sorry, Mama, you taught me not to lie, yet look what I'm doing.
I'll have money to send over soon to cover the rest of Papa's treatment. And there's more than enough for Karen, Nico, Michael, and EJ's school tuition, too.
Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it. We all do. But I just wish you'd come home to us soon.
Kailan ka ui. When are you coming home? EJ, the youngest, used to be the only person asking me that. How do you respond to a question you don't have a definite answer to? 5 years later, and I still can't give them a straight one. I smile, though. Mama can't see it. I fight to keep my lips from quivering, my voice from shaking. She's got enough on her plate as it is, no need to weigh her down with unnecessary concerns.
Promise me you'll be there to welcome me when I do, okay?
Of course. I'm sorry, Grace. I need to take this for a while.
There's a small commotion on the other end, the sound of gates opening, the voice of a child, EJ, talking excitedly about his day at school, the tapping of feet on the floorboards as he runs. It's been years since I went home, but I can still picture the whole scene in my mind. How tall is he now? Are the neighbor kids bullying him now that I'm not around? Did Mama rearrange the furniture in the living room again? What are they having for dinner today? I miss them. I miss them so much.
It's okay, Ma. I need to go too. I've got work today. I'll call again soon, alright?
On a Saturday? Oh, never mind. Take care of yourself, dear. I love you.
I love you. Bye.
It ends with a soft click, leaving half-truths and empty promises hanging in the air. Closing my eyes for a moment, I take a deep breath and shake away the thoughts beginning to swim inside my head. It's pointless to mull over these things right now.
Okay, Isabella. Time to get that mansion sold.
Unfortunately, before I can take a single step away from my phone, it rings again. No doubt Mama forgot to say something.
Mama? Did you forget anything?
Excuse you? I'm too young to be your mom. Are you still sleeping? Hold on, never mind that. Get yourself in the office. Hurry!
Office? What about the open house? Oh no. Is it Sir John? Did he hear about yesterday? Am I in trouble? Oh god, oh god, oh god! I'm gonna get yelled at, aren't I? What do I do? I'll buy you an extra box of donuts if...
No, it's nothing like that. Will you calm down? Get yourself here, alright? I'll tell you everything then.
There's the telltale din of several feet shuffling against a wooden flooring, and an indistinct yelling in the background before Rose cuts the connection. Obviously, the Wrights are gonna buy the house, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That isn't in any way comforting. But it's enough reason for me to hastily discard my phone and finish my shower in record time. I make it to our office within 20 minutes of leaving my apartment, completely disheveled and out of breath. A feat, if I take into account my usual travel time. Routine clamor, common to Briar Realty Corporation's Luxburn office, greets me as soon as my foot crosses the threshold. Papers rustling, telephones ringing at sporadic intervals, agents talking at varying volumes, staff moving about, and...
Let's see! Where are my employees?
Oh.
What the actual fuck, guys? Of all the times to disappear without notice! Yes. My boss's words turn muffled as someone else closes the door in his office. Most likely the work of our human resources manager. Throughout the past weeks, he's been in a bad...
He's been what?
having a stroke. Oh, man. Okay, well, I'm not doing that anymore.
Water?
Yes, much water, drink.
Throughout the past weeks, he's been in a bad mood over a few employees who have failed to report to work. Here's Soul trying to get a hold of them, but to no avail. The result... The result is half their workload have been shifted to all available staff so as not to lose clients.
They're in the couches.
We're gonna have to check every couch, every single piece of seating. Not that I mind the extra work. If anything, it means I'll have more to spend to
Send. I feel like a teacher. Like you're a fourth grader and I'm like, oh, you pronounced it wrong.
If anything, it means I'll have more to send to my family back home. Although the rumors of a branch closure circulating because of this is indeed a bit worrisome. My back barely touches the top of my table and Rose pulls me aside.
Here, I need you to help me with these papers. If you could also get these signed and photocopied before lunch today, that would be great.
And one after another, she thrusts a bunch of paperwork in my hands without explanation. A page flutters away from the top of the pile and I lean down to pick it up, my eyes scanning the top of the page as I straighten. A purchase and sale agreement.
Woo.
Rose simply gestures her thumb in the direction of our visitor lounge when I tilt my head in question. There, seated on the sofa, with a dead body in it, and looking completely out of place completely in the humbly decorated room, is the same couple from the day before. The Wrights. Something bubbles up in my throat and I need to take a drink.
Their presence in the office can only mean one thing.
They're buying it? We got a deal?
She swats at my hand, tugging her sleeve. Oh. Although her eyes are lit with something akin to joy, She wants this sale to happen as much as I do, and now that it's here, the deal needs to be closed yet. Documents need to be signed still, but the elation is there. Along with a foreboding feeling I can't quite pinpoint.
I had to do a little damage control, but they're already interested in acquiring the property, even before they attended the open house. I mean, isn't it obvious? They already hired an interior designer. I've never seen a buyer as aggressive as Madame Wright. She didn't even try to negotiate a lower rate.
One at a time, Rose. I can't process everything you're saying at once. What do you mean?
What was so difficult about that?
Yeah.
They're paying 15% higher than the listing price, as long as we get the paperwork done as soon as possible. I think if we allow it, they'll be paying up front, too.
Even with that urban legend?
Rose nods.
Oh, I was so sure we lost the sale after yesterday.
Don't look so surprised. We still have to conduct some last few checks before we completely hand it over to them.
Please. I'll happily do the paperwork duty, Rose. I'll even go to the land registry myself and make sure the property changes hands with every single legal blessing.
Don't they have better things to spend money on? I'd haggle it down to the lowest possible price if I were in their place, especially with the stories attached to it. Not that my opinion matters one bit here. We're just their agents who are going to receive the hefty commission after all. Nothing more. Rose gives me a pat on the shoulder, signaling that she's heading back to them, and an unspoken instruction for me to follow after I'm done. It doesn't take me long to finish what she... It doesn't take me long to finish what work she left me. In fact, having our boss sign the agreement is the easiest, since it has put him in a better mood to the entire office's relief. Straggling. Mom Hana.
Mom Hana.
Ma'am Hannah calls me over to...
Moment she... Yeah, I'm not doing that. Moment she notices my presence on the lounge door. She welcomes me with a bright smile, her movements more open than what one would typically expect from a passing client to have.
I wish they would
Isabel,
change the
how are you
clothes.
feeling? You looked awfully dreadful yesterday.
Everyone always wears the same clothes every day.
Yeah.
It's like Star Trek.
Well, they have uniforms.
It's like Star Trek.
Isabella, I'm fine now, ma'am. I appreciate your concern.
I don't really understand why they can't get my name right. It's a fairly common name. It shouldn't be too hard to remember. Regardless, I hand them their copy of the agreement.
Wonderful. Your team works unbelievably fast.
Ma'am Hana skims through each of them with a scrutinizing eye, checking every page for any inconsistencies and errors. Despite the unassuming impression she gives off, she appears fully aware of what to look for and the process contracts like these undergoes. It is surprising, to be quite honest. I haven't pegged her for someone who is well versed in these things, yet here she is. She shows some of it to her husband, and he responds with the same passive interest as if he's more than happy to leave everything to her. I can't tell if it is purely because he believes she's capable enough, doesn't care about what they're buying, or he simply finds paperwork tedious. Apparently satisfied with what he's seen, Madame Hana claps her hands together before extending it to us for a shake.
Hold on. I never noticed that the people move around. Like they're like floating up and down.
Really? You didn't?
No.
Well, it's not even that they float up and down. Like, notices like her hand, Hana's hand goes down as her head goes up. And so there's like all fluidy things. It's like when they like, you didn't notice like Rose or
When
like
they
turns
shift,
the
yeah.
head and things
But
shake.
like right now they're just like I thought it was them just blinking.
Oh, there's an idle. There's a bit of an idle sway.
Yeah, but it's weird to go up and down, I feel like, because no one like...
Well, you're breathing, I guess, is what it's supposed to. I don't know.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm getting lost in their big eyes.
Rose and I released the breath we've been holding, both of us more than happy to return the gesture.
That settles it then? Are you really sure about this property, ma'am?
Don't ruin it.
We could easily find you a bigger one among our current listings.
What are you doing?
Something with a modern touch?
What are you doing?
Something not haunted, perhaps? Shut up, Isabel.
Sell the thing, get the money, keep your papa in a good hospital.
Rose shoots me a warning glance that clearly says, don't make a scene. We're almost there.
Of course, why wouldn't I be?
Because it's haunted.
The house is absolutely perfect, isn't it, darling?
A helipad would still be a nice addition.
Oh, my.
Yes, well, we'll get there eventually, love. As I was saying, if your partner had the documents yesterday, we would have bought it right there immediately. Shame she didn't have it.
Well, there's still a few necessary documents we need you to sign after, but we'll let you know once we have those finalized. We'll be handling the process for the rest, so don't worry about it, ma'am.
Within a week, I hope. We still have a housewarming party to plan, after all. You know how much thought should be put into those things.
There are servants for that, darling.
Love, wouldn't it be better if we handled it ourselves? A personal touch of sorts. It is our housewarming party and our new home.
No more than a week, ma'am. Barring unexpected delay, of course. You can leave it to us.
Excellent. Well then, I'll leave you two to it. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Oh, and before we forget,
She discreetly folds something into both our hands and winks, a finger raised to her lips demanding our silence.
I know both of you worked hard on getting us this beautiful mansion. Did I mention we reward our people generously?
This is... Ma'am, I can't accept this.
Don't you worry, darling. It's a small thing coming from us. Consider this your bonus for a job well done.
She smiles sweetly, like this is simply the most normal thing to do in the world.
Oh, before I forget, my lovely interior designer would appreciate it if you hand her a copy of the floor plan as soon as possible. She's dying to work on the house.
Oh, dying.
In a horror game.
You can do that, yes? Here's her contact.
Certainly, ma'am. We'll have it processed as soon as possible.
I knew I could count on you, lovelies. I hope to see you two soon so we can get this closed.
Just like that, transaction over and done with. My mind's still reeling even after they left. Other agents would kill to have clients like them. A part of me feels lucky about the fact. No lengthy negotiations, no sudden change of minds. Just talk, signatures, a few handshakes here and there, and we're done. The other part? A second ago, we sold a haunted property to 2 innocent clients. Sure, the commission's big. Big enough to continue funding Papa's treatment and hospitalization. Big enough to pay for all 4 of my younger siblings' schooling. Heck, it'll keep me away from instant noodle diet for months. I don't have to go back to the mansion. As well, once the deal's been closed.
Much to Sanity's relief. But knowing that there's something in there, and we gave it to the good couple despite that? Oh, Isabella, the things you do to sell a house and get money. Papa won't be happy with that. At least I have good news to tell him next time I call home. The little lie I told Mama this morning isn't a lie anymore.
Well, there's something. So how does it feel?
How does what feel?
Your first big multi-million-pound sale, silly. I know you've been with us for years, but this has got to be memorable for you.
Memorable is an understatement, Rose.
Come on, show some enthusiasm. They gave us a bonus, too, aside from the commission and the other bonus boss promised. What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. Send it home, probably?
All of it?
Not everything, of course. Most of it. I'll leave some for my living expenses.
Listen here, Isabella. I'll teach you something I should have told you before we ended your training.
She slips an arm over my shoulders and leans in closer to my ear, as though she's about to share a big secret.
It's okay to celebrate from time to time.
I don't get it.
It's simple. Go out, do something for yourself. Throw a party and treat your friends to free food. Didn't you say the last one's some sort of tradition back at home for you? Hello, this is practically a done deal.
Dundee.
Isn't throwing a party a bit excessive?
Your call. I won't say no to an invitation, by the way, in case you really are planning to throw one. A few drinks would be nice too, thank you very much.
I don't think my apartment's big enough for that.
You could always move? Bloody hell, you're working in real estate.
I think I'll pass. That's too much of an unnecessary expense for me. But I did promise Becca free lunch in case the sale goes well.
You go do that. Hold on a sec.
She quickly removes herself from me to answer the phone on her desk. Her tone shifts from playful to professional in the span of a few seconds.
Today? Not a problem, ma'am. I could bring you a copy of the contract if...
Must be another client. Nothing surprising there. She's one of BRC's top agents, no matter how modest she appears. Saleswoman through and through. I, on the other hand, have very little knack for it. Of course, I learned eventually I had to. But someone else will, without a doubt, do a better job. Once, though, in a drunken stupor, Rose told me a story of what could have been. Years ago, wide-eyed, young, and brimming with yet-be-filled dreams and ambitions, she was a term or two away from a nursing degree. Out of courtesy, I never pressed the matter further. But perhaps it's where the sense of fondness started. A small connection due to one similar experience in our respective lives, of goals we both let pass us by because of the circumstances we're in.
I'd be happy to discuss this over tea, ma'am. All right, I'll be there. Thank you.
New client?
Reassigned. Have you heard from Mark at all?
Not since the first visit to the mansion. Why? No news from the HR yet?
None at all. Boss thinks he ran away. I doubt it, though. He's too much of a wimp for that. There must be another reason. Who knows?
In a couch.
Didn't they say before that they were assigned, like reassigned to the mansion, like someone else had it originally?
I think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I wonder if it's their dead friends. Coworkers.
The ghosts?
No. No, like their coworkers that are missing. I wonder if they're the ones that originally had it
Oh, probably.
and that they died inside.
Yeah, a decent guess, I'd say.
Anyway, I've got to meet this one. I'll see you later.
She throws a wave over her shoulder and rushes out of the office. The lunchtime bell sounds shortly after, followed by the chatter of fellow agents also heading out for the much-needed break.
They have a bell.
Bing! Ordinarily, there's no need for me to go out, but oversleeping didn't allow me the luxury of packing my own lunch today. If one considers taking an instant noodle cup from the pantry, packing your lunch. Time to make good on the promise I made to Rebecca, I suppose. Maybe invite Zach and Ash too?